Hi, everyone. Welcome to the TechsPassion podcast. In the previous episode, we discussed Raspberry Pi alternatives. I already have a new video on my channel reviewing the Leap Potato. Also, I have the Renegade coming soon. Stay tuned. Please watch those after you complete watching this episode so the fancy YouTube algorithm does not punish my channel. Before I get started, thank you for the feedback about the sound quality. Let me know if this is any better. I got a new mic and I'm working on the video and the sound quality. I appreciate your feedback. Please let me know if this is any better. Quick disclaimer. Everything in this video is my opinion based on my own experience and research. I'm not asking you to buy anything or upgrade your printer. What you do is up to you. Now let's get into it. In this episode, I want to discuss 3D printer upgrades option. And maybe I'll split this into two parts. One is I want to see and look into options of upgrades that you can buy online. And the other part, maybe upgrades that you can print on your own. Let me know if you want to see that. Maybe we'll do that next week. Now, let me go ahead and just kind of zoom in so you can see better. I pulled up Amazon to see what they have here as far as upgrade options. I do own an Ender 3. I'm going to talk more about the Ender 3, but also I believe this will be relevant to most 3D printers out there. So let's get started. The first one here is the motherboard. And see, I'm going to do some awesome fancy drawing here. For some reason, my mouse is not getting captured, but that gives me the opportunity to show you my fancy art. So this is the motherboard that we're talking about. This will make the 3D printer silence. It's awesome. It'll change your life, especially if you like to leave the printer to print overnight. The older version, or the one that comes by the default motherboard, it makes noises as these stepper motor moves, and it's a little bit annoying. This upgrade definitely make it silence. I think also you need to keep in mind that you have to get the new firmware, which is the 4.7, sorry, so 4.2.7. That comes for this motherboard. So check the motherboard version and check the software version that you have installing on it. Okay, the second piece is the auto leveling kit. This I have not done myself. I have already done the motherboard. I have not done the auto leveling kit. This is interesting. This is something I'm looking at. I might do this next. Let me know if you're interested in seeing that upgrade. It seems pretty cool, and I think this is useful and helpful. So this is something I'm looking into. So yeah, that's the auto leveling kit. Here is another upgrade you can do is these spring uh, and the wheels. I have done the springs, but not the wheels. So I have not done the wheels, but I have done the springs. I think these are helpful. The default out of the box springs are weak and easily to kind of move. So you would end up needing to re-level the bed more frequent. With these, I think they are a little helpful, and the bed stays in place a little bit better. The other upgrade, which I already have a video on my channel about, is the direct drive upgrade kit. I will have the video show up here. Again, watch it after the episode so YouTube doesn't punish my channel for you leaving this video. Help me inflate the numbers. Thank you. Yeah, I've done this. I did have some concerns regarding the direct drive upgrade. This seemed to be heavy, and I thought this might not work as well. So far, it's been great. I have no complaints. There are a couple concerns I have. One of them is the weight, but that has not been an issue so far. The second piece, if this gets stuck or clogged or jammed or anything, I believe you're gonna have to take it apart. There's no easy way of like with the Bowden tube, you can just pull the tube out and maybe pull the PLA or something. With this one, you're probably gonna have to take it apart, so it might take more time to fix any clogs or jammed issue. This is the direct drive kit. It is discounted and I recommend it. So far, it's been performing really well and I like it. It's actually better than I expected. Also, it is a better value as far as like money. If you're like me, I like to find values and deals. So this is cheaper option than just buying like expensive all metal hot end, or like replacing the hot end alone I think is like $20. So this is the value cheaper option in my opinion. The next here we have is the glass or tempered glass bed. This one I really like. I did have a concern of like, okay, the stock out of the box bed is flexible, so you can bend it to get your print out. I was like, well, obviously you're not going to be able to do that with glass. The trick is to clean it with warm water and soap, and then you can wipe it with IPA rubbing alcohol. I have a video on my channel on how to clean up the bed. I'll have it linked as well, so you can watch that after this episode if needed. If you let the bed, so it sticks really well when it's hot, but let it cool down before you try to take the print off the bed, and it will come right off when it's cold. So that's the trick. Uh, so far, I'm loving it. It's really nice, and I recommend this upgrade. It looks like it's even discounted here now, so I would definitely give this one a go. Uh, I really enjoyed this upgrade. The drive here, I think I've done the uh, dual gear extruder upgrade. Let me kind of take you there. I have this page here pulled up. This is the dual gear upgrade. This is the one that I'm not going to recommend. The reason I did this upgrade is my older one was slipping, and I've noticed like some clicking noise and some slippage. It's I thought it was the gears, but it's not. It's just your hot end. Maybe it's clogged. Maybe the nozzle is kind of need to be replaced. So I don't think you're gonna need this. If you do end up doing this upgrade, you will need to adjust the e-steps. The original default e-steps is 93. You need to take it to 144, I believe. It usually comes with the instruction, but don't forget to adjust the e-steps. Also save the e-steps on the board, because sometimes you adjust it, it works, you turn off the printer, you turn it back on, it kind of reset to the default, and without readjusting the e-steps, you'll have uh, improper extrusion, and then the level of the filament that's coming out is either too much or too little. So that's one thing I've learned the hard way, which I made that mistake the first time I did that upgrade. So this is, but I'm not going to recommend this upgrade. Honestly, I don't think you'll need it. Most likely, if you're having problems, it's probably your hot end. So I'm going to say you're probably not going to need this, uh, unless you want to give it a shot. Uh, Most likely, the problems you're having is going to be your hot end. Now, going back here, we did discuss the auto leveling. Uh, this is the this is another thing I want to talk about. There are this like ceramic hot end, and there are like all metal hot end. I have not tried them myself. I've seen some reviews and I've heard some good things about them. I believe if you need to print at a higher temperature. So depends on the material you're using. Most of us are using PLA, I'm guessing. If you are printing different material that requires much higher temperature, I think these are helpful. So I haven't tried them myself. If you have, let me know what you think. This is something I've looked at, but I've never tried. They're usually expensive, so I did not think they are worth the money, at least not yet. Moving on down here, I think I've covered everything almost. Let me talk about the nozzle size a little bit. They do run from zero point 0.1 to about zero point 0.8. I think I've seen some that are like 1. Those are very rare. The default is zero point 0.4. Um, Obviously, here, the smaller you go, the better the quality is going to be. The larger you go, you're going to gain some speed, but you're going to sacrifice some of the quality. I would recommend sticking between, let's say, zero point 0.2 to about zero point 0.6, depend on the what you're printing and what quality you're looking for. Uh, the last piece here is the bone tube. I think this bone tube is really nice. I've had it done, upgraded on mine. The stock white bone tube usually get burned quickly, and then you're gonna need to upgrade. So this blue one is much better, in my opinion. This is the hot end, but again, my recommendation would be to go with um, the direct drive uh, if you are careful about money and you want to save some dollars there. If you have the money, maybe the ceramic, all metal hot end makes sense to you. The motherboard, in my opinion, it's a no brainer. I think this one is definitely a must. There is also the touch screen that I don't see here on the list, but let me see if I can find it, because I know you can also change the screen. I have not done the touch screen, so let's look at Ender 3. Oops, no. Let's see, Ender 3 touch screen upgrade. Let's take a look here. Yeah, that's the touch screen that you can do also. So this is another upgrade that I believe it's really nice. However, I haven't done it just because, again, I don't see the need really. It looks nice. It looks cool. You do need the upgraded motherboard, I believe, for this. Uh, but for me, I hardly ever use the screen. I mostly use the software on the PC to control everything. So I did not see the need to spend the money for this upgrade. Sometimes those upgrades can add up. And then if you're like, okay, well, it makes sense. Might as well buy a new printer at this point. Uh, but yeah, this is the touch screen. Maybe if your screen is like broken or something, then it might make sense to get the newer one. But I think you're gonna need. Let's see here. It says it's compatible with 4.22 and 4.27. This is the newer board, so make sure it's compatible with your motherboard. Otherwise, it might not work. I will try to do a part 2 for this episode. Let me know if you're interested. I'm thinking in doing upgrades that you can print on your own. So if you're interested in that, maybe we'll do that next week or sometime in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.